and gentlemen, welcome to this moment of prime opportunity for an exchange between President-elect His Excellency Issa Tchiroma and his compatriots, particularly from southern Cameroon, in the wake of what he has been committed to over the past few months. Rich in stakes, symbolic to the wish and constructive in its approach, it will give the opportunity to President Issa Tchiroma to express himself in a committed, solemn, and a proactive manner on crucial points affecting the destiny of our nation, with the highlight being the restoration of the truth from the ballot box as widely expressed in its favor on October 12, 2025 by Cameroonians. It will be an opportunity to extend the words of President Tchiroma delivered through his message and appeals to the force of the nation, including the diaspora, which he has made a pillar of his vision for the advent of a new Cameroon. Indeed, through a sustained, articulated, and sustained presidential communication approach, President Issa Tchiroma, drawing on his letter addressed to the Cameroonian on June 25, 2025, after his resignation from the government, the transition program built with forces of change and its vision of Cameroon expressed itself on topics of primary interest to our country, notably a call, to name a few, a call to the people to take their destiny into their own hands, to mobilize for the restoration of the truth and integrity of the ballot box and the restitution of the popular and unprecedented victory achieved on October 12, 2025. A repeated call for the diaspora, and to the diaspora, one of the pillars of Cameroon's structural transformation, put into perspective the concrete effect of the adaptation of multinationality or adoption, of multinationality and investment incentive in technological and scientific fields. Tributes paid to key players, key figures among the forces of change, first and foremost by Anise Ekane. The deterioration of values, the loss of reference, and the downgrading of our country. The highlighting of Cameroonians who provide daily support to President Tchiroma. A call to the defense and security forces, that is a very important point. And protection and protectors of democracy, so that they upload the truth of the integrity of ballot box. Do not sacrifice their dignity and do not execute illegitimate orders to share the blood of Cameroonians unnecessary for the repression of past elections, to hand on national news through messages of support, denunciation, and questioning concerning crucial three statements about the concern raised by his compatriots from southern Cameroon concerned with national cohesion and the mobilization of our active forces before this. Thank you so much for your attention. I now have the pleasure and the honor to introduce His Excellency Issa Tchiroma Bakari.
Your Excellency, you have to unmute. Thank you.
I think it is done, but I'm not sure.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I can hear you too. Thank you.
The floor is yours. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. I'm very much pleased to be there. And first of all, I would like to congratulate and thank the moderator. Give me the opportunity to be here. And I would like to congratulate all of those who are involved in this very important meeting. This is the first time that I have the privilege to be here. And I wish from today onwards, whenever need be, whenever need arises, I am ready to join, to explain, to enlighten, to be enlightened, to receive any meaningful information. I don't know if you can see me.
Yes.
You can. Okay.
Yes.
So, thank you. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to talk to you in this occasion. And first of all, I would like to congratulate and thank all of those who in one way are involved in the process of organizing this. In particular, I would like to praise and compliment the organizer of this meeting, which gave me the opportunity to be there. I would like to hail and to congratulate whoever, for one reason or other, at any given time, was involved in the preparation of this meeting. Congratulations. Thank you very much. So if you can remember, in October 12, 2025, the people of Cameroon overwhelmingly cast their ballot in my favor. The victory was overwhelming. It is known by all over the world. There is no way to contest, to protest. But despite the will of the people, the former head of state, Mr. Biya, refused to comply by the will of the people and continue to confiscate power and to threaten, arrest, and kill whoever claimed the truth of the ballot box. So I am a repository of the will of the people. The will of the people is something that I will never accept, happen what may. This is my responsibility, the protection of the will of the people, happen what may. My commitment, and I would like this to be brought to the knowledge, not only Mr. Biya, and whoever is involved in the process of confiscating the power, depriving the people of its right. I would like them to keep in mind my commitment for as long as I am alive. My commitment is to work out means and ways which will enable me to raise to power according to the will of the people and to comply by the will of the people. Because as you know, I received the mandate that I have to implement within the framework of our constitution, of course, and within the framework of the mandate that I received. So I'm very much pleased to first of all, to say my determination. And I would like to those of whom I am today a bearer of hope, and who trust me, who believe in me, let them understand that, first of all, I am in a good health. The Lord gave me this opportunity to be in a good health, and I am determined to stand by the people, because what many people do not realize today is the stratagem put in place by Mr. Biya, not only to confiscate power, but to transform the Democratic Republic of Cameroon, and a disguised council monarchy. The purpose behind this is to enthrone his son, is to appoint him to become the vice president and to continue after his demise. I want to warn him. I want to warn whoever. The power is the will of the people. I am a leader of 30 million of our Cameroonians, ready to jump into the arena and to use whichever means available to them to retrieve power. So I would like at this level, let Mr. Biya understand that his time is over. He has to realize, and he knows it very well, but he refused to comply back. The Lord has not created something that can last forever. After 43 years of age, in power, and 99 years old, he adamantly refused to go. My people, the people of Cameroon, will compel him, will oblige him to leave the office. This is a matter of time. This is a matter of understanding, because all Cameroonians, they are already fed up. The situation becomes every day unbearable for thousands or thousands of Cameroonians. He has to understand this.
This meeting is being recorded.
The patience of Cameroonians is growing thinner and thinner. They are already, their backs against the wall. All of us, we have our backs against the wall, and we have no choice to fight back, happen what may. Whatever we have to pay, we are ready to pay. But Mr. Biya must understand that his term is over. We will not accept whoever he may appoint at any given time to be the vice president. He is illegitimate. He is illegal. Even the change of the constitution is illegitimate, is illegal. We reject it. We do not accept it. Whatever decision which is being taken today by Biya, we consider it to be null and void. This is the first statement I want to make, and to let everybody understand and know it. Maybe I have to speak, I have to say some few words in French. Je voudrais exprimer ma gratitude à tous ceux qui, d'une manière ou d'une autre, ont contribué à la mise en place de cette cérémonie, à toute la diaspora de par le monde en général, en particulier la diaspora basée aux États-Unis. Je voudrais d'abord lui renouveler mon sentiment de gratitude. Parce que cette diaspora, comme beaucoup de diasporas, contribue au quotidien à alléger la souffrance de nos compatriotes au pays qui se trouvent dans un dénuement, dans une souffrance inextricable, incompréhensible. Cette diaspora est en train de jouer son rôle merveilleux. Je l'encourage, mais je fais savoir, pas seulement à la diaspora basée aux États-Unis, mais à toute la diaspora où qu'elle se trouve. Il faudrait qu'elle réalise que c'est toute la nation qui se trouve aujourd'hui le dos contre le mur. Nous n'avons pas de choix que de réagir, que de riposter et de faire usage de tout instrument que nous estimons légitime, nécessaire à utiliser pour nous libérer. Parce que le peuple camerounais aujourd'hui opprimé, le peuple est emprisonné, le peuple est embastillé. Cette situation, nous ne pouvons pas l'accepter, nous ne l'accepterons jamais. Moi, j'ai été élu pour que le peuple soit au pouvoir, qu'il plaise à l'Éternel. Je suis prêt à demander au peuple de descendre, de prendre toute sa responsabilité et de poser tous les actes qu'il estime nécessaires et utiles pour mettre un terme à cette forfaiture, pour que M. Biya comprenne que aujourd'hui, le pouvoir est le peuple, le pouvoir appartient au peuple. Le peuple attend simplement mon mot d'ordre pour descendre, pour empêcher à cette administration de fonctionner. Alors je dis donc, M. Biya, le moment est venu de réfléchir, parce que vous aurez la lourde responsabilité de ce qui résulterait du fait de votre entêtement de vouloir confisquer le pouvoir à tout prix, pire de vouloir opérer un transfert familial ou clanique. Voilà, en guise donc de déclaration liminaire, ce que je voulais dire. Bon, maintenant, si vous estimez qu'il y a quelque chose à ajouter de plus, une fois de plus, I'm very much pleased. I am ready to give you any complimentary answer. What I said in French, we are bilingual country. I'm confident that all Cameroonian of good faith have understood what I said in English. But if it is necessary to repeat it in English, I said that the will of people, I am the leader of 30 million of Cameroonians, all of them ready to be involved in the process of the retrievement of power. We have to recapture, we have to recuperate power which is confiscated by Mr. Biya. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Thank you for accepting this invitation to engage with the people of the town hall. We are being followed on several platforms, not just on Zoom, and I think your message is going across. On your opening remarks, I think we would then open for some questions based on your remarks. But before we open, just as a follow-up to what you said, that the people are waiting for you to give the green light, le mot d'ordre. What is holding you back from giving this?
There is something which is holding me back. If I tell you right away what is holding me back, I lose the privilege of having it. What I can say, and which is easy to understand, we have to create enough momentum because Cameroonians are fed up. Many Cameroonians cannot afford to have 1 meal per day because our natural resources are being plundered, looted by the gangsters who are at the helm today. So you have many Cameroonians who are starving, who cannot feed themselves, who cannot educate themselves, just because you have people who have decided to embezzle money and to mismanage and have opportunity to prove what Mr. Biya, as a ringleader of mafia life state, I have already demonstrated, and many other people have demonstrated that Mr. Biya is at the how can I say, is the godfather of what is taking place today in terms of embezzlement, in terms of misappropriation of public funds. This by 10 and 1,000 of billions, 1,000 billion embezzled. The reason why Cameroonians are in desperate situation today, they cannot feed themselves. They cannot feed themselves. So my commitment is there. You raised the issue of knowing the reason why I abstain from giving the mot d'ordre. The mot d'ordre will come because when it comes, it comes once. And once it is done, it is a matter of maybe hours or days, I don't know. This regime will have no choice but to leave the offices.
Thank you very much. So I'm going to open the floor so that people can ask questions. And we're asking people to send their questions by chat to the Secretariat. And the questions will be asked to His Excellency. It will be put on slide, and His Excellency would answer those questions. So we're going to start with one of our mothers in our community, Dr. Maggie Kilo. You're welcome here.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. I'm ready to ask my question, and I hope everybody can hear me.
I can hear you, madam. Thank you. I can hear you.
All right. Thank you, President-elect. This is the 95th session of the town hall, and it's a significant number, especially when you think about our country. Now, we've had many highly regarded people come to talk to us. And one of them, the late interim president of the Republic of Liberia, actually addressed the town hall and emphasized, when he was comparing the experience of Cameroon, southern Cameroons and the Republic of Liberia in their war, he emphasized the fact that we should not allow this war to go on for 10 years. And here we are knocking on the door of 10 years. And the people are crying for peace. We as mothers, we want peace. Peace without development does not happen. So we want peace. We need the peace. Now, why 10 years? Because if a child is 6 years old and is about to start primary school, and you go for 10 years without any education, that child is a stark illiterate at 16 or 17. And to educate that child becomes a problem. So we are creating a situation, or we have a situation at hand, that the person who declared war on us cannot stop the war. And yet we know war is easy to begin, but to stop it is not easy. We now have even criminality. We hear all kinds of stuff coming from the home about the criminality and all of that. So without education, without skills, our children who are hardworking, we are hardworking people. We cannot even put our own prosperity in line. So what would you do to make sure that the people who are now praying and demanding peace get it as soon as possible and can return home and work for the education of their children, their families, and the prosperity that our people deserve? Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for raising this compelling question. I understand you, madam, but I have a very easy answer. The implementation of my program, I decided that for the time being, I am president-elect. Tomorrow, I will be president of Cameroon, and after tomorrow, president of the Federal Republic of Cameroon. This is in my program. My commitment, first of all, to bring to an end this war the day two when I arrive in power. The day two, I will proclaim the ceasefire. I will, as I said, you see, when I am in the office, the celebration, the day that all Cameroonians will come together in order to celebrate their own victory, because I am only the representative of the will of the people. This day, I would like people from the diaspora, no matter how many they are, we have to make it possible to give them the opportunity to come and celebrate here with us. Madam, the dual nationality will be given to all our brothers and sisters settled abroad, and for some of them who have already spent years and years, maybe decades, without having opportunity to come here, I just will give them the opportunity to join home, to come here. This is the second phase. This is the first phase, and it is easy to be done. But as far as the federalism is concerned, I will bring together all knowledgeable people in terms of economy, in terms of law, in terms of tradition, all of those who in one way or other, when we organize a round table, a brainstorming around this question, they will enlighten us to let us understand which form of federalism, given the plurality of our tradition, our culture, given the diversity of our natural resources, because we have the privilege by the Lord who bestow us with a lot of natural resources. They expect with the spirit of transcendence. I will put them together to make a concrete proposal. This proposal will be done in such a way to avoid the return of conflict because of misappropriation, mismanagement, frustration, and this and that. So, Madam, this is my commitment. This is the most important task that I have to fulfill where I am office. Indeed, this is not something that can be achieved overnight, which means that when I arrive today after tomorrow, by decree, I do it. Understand what I am saying? But I will join experts nationwide and wherever it is necessary to find knowledgeable people who can enlighten us to avoid mistakes which have been committed and which led to war and destruction, as you know, madam. So believe me, I am the peace. I am the peace, and I can solve this problem without problem.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Secretariat, do you have any questions that have come in?
Yes.
Yeah.
We think we'll go to Barrister Joyce for those.
Okay, Barrister, you have the floor.
Thank you so much. It was such an honor to listen to you, Your Excellency, as you told us what your missions and purpose is. And it gave us a lot of hope, me in particular, to hear the words that you spoke. And we have a couple of questions from some of our detainees, people who have been detained since 2016. And I'll just read the questions as they came. Your Excellency, in 2022, the UN Human Rights Court in Switzerland opined that the abduction of the Naira 10 in Nigeria and their subsequent extradition and imprisonment in Cameroon were both illegal and asked for their immediate release and compensation, which the Biya government has not respected, even though Cameroon is a signatory to the UN and signed international treaties that supersede its national law. As someone who had been falsely detained by the Biya regime, later served as minister in his government, but today you find yourself in exile, how do you feel about the Naira 10? And what message do you have for them?
Madam, I think that I have already solved this problem. When I am in the office, all political prisoners will be released, all of them. It is necessary to be tolerant, to be transcendent, to understand that what took place, which broke many families, which caused the demise of many people, I said that when I am in the office, there will be no more any political prisoner for whichever reason they find themselves in custody. I will liberate them. Immediately they will be released. But all of those are involved in this. I will take the decision in such a way that they will be part of the panel that I'm going to put in place in order from their experience and what their enlightenment, what can they help us achieve in order to avoid it. But as far as the prisoner, what do I think about this and that, madam, all of them have been wrongly in prison, but it doesn't matter. They will be released. All the political prisoners, they will be released.
Thank you for that reassuring response. I would ask the second question, which still came from some of the detainees in prison. And it says this: in 2008, the African Court of Justice recognized Southern Cameroonians as a people. And when the Prime Minister at the time, Dr. Dion Ngute, described us as terrorists, the judge asked if terrorists take people to court, and he had no answer to that question. Their ruling was ratified by the African Union, to which Cameroon is a signatory. The question is thus: would you respect the ruling of the African Court recognizing Southern Cameroonians as a people with inherent autonomous and independent rights? If so, how will you go about doing that?
Madam, I am inherited very well-known situation. In my capacity as a head of state, my responsibility is the protection and the promotion of the protection of the continuity of the border inherited from the founding father of our nation. You see, this situation, madam, is very delicate, because if you shake open the Pandora box, the next day, many other people would like to go because of frustration, because of this and that. Let me be there, understand the reason why they are adopting this extreme position, because I will never allow the split of this nation. Never, ever allow this nation to be broken into pieces. Because even right now, you have many areas who many people are not in accordance with what is taking place. We have to combat injustice. Let us be fair. Let us be just. Let us be. Let us understand what moves people. But what I can tell you, madam, people are frustrated because of injustice. If you put in place an independent justice, fair, just in the management and the judgment of any case brought to their knowledge, believe me, this problem will disappear. I will take the decision. I will do whatever is indispensable to be done in order to justice be fair. And during when we put in place the federalism, such a problem will not emerge to the extent that it becomes a problem.
Thank you so much for that answer. I will yield to the other members of the Secretariat to read the questions that have come up in the chat. Thank you so much, Your Excellency.
You're welcome.
Secretariat, you have other questions? We have a few hands up, but let's take the questions that have come in.
Yes, I think I will let Barrister Harmony Bobga ask his question in person. If he's there, just unmute yourself or raise. I see the question, but let him ask it himself.
Barrister, are you there?
Okay, while we are waiting on him, I will go ahead with the next question we have, and you can read the next question.
Okay, Your Excellency, this is the next question. You have recently resided in Gambia. Are there any lessons from the Senegambia experience and history you think are applicable to the East Cameroon, Southern Cameroon's situation? If so, what are they and how are they applicable?
You see, Cameroon has its own specificity. Gambia and Senegal, they have their own specificity. There is no way to translate from one experience to another experience. It is impossible. You have many countries in the world where you have a federalism. In Nigeria, in many other countries, in Egypt, and this and that. You see, I will inspire myself and the expert that I'm going to commit in order to enlighten us, to make a concrete proposal acceptable by us, because those proposals takes into account whatever is indispensable to be taken into account in order to avoid the repetition of mistake. So as far as the Gambia and Senegal is concerned, I say no. There is no need for me to focus the mind on the problem that will not arise in my country, because I say when there is justice, there will be no problem at all, or very little problem that can be addressed. So in the Gambia, okay, I am here in Gambia in exile. I hope by the will of the Almighty and the people, very soon I will be taken back home in order to preside over the decision of our nation, all of us together. So Gambia and Senegal, I don't know exactly. Believe me, I don't have a time to focus the mind on what is taking place here. I am overwhelmed by the problem we have at home. I am solicited. You cannot imagine. Even to eat, I don't have enough time to eat. And because I am bearer of hope, I am flag bearer of 30 million of Cameroonians, and I have to be ready to face any problem resulting to this position. But since in Gambia, let them with their own problem. There are other examples that might be more instructive, who could be more instrumental for the future in order to enlighten us in the future.
Thank you.
To prevent such a problem from occurring in our country.
Thank you. Secretary, over to you. I see we have a...
Yes, some questions. If Professor Nubong wants to read his question, otherwise we'll read it for him. Then we go to Ms. Ewang and then Dr. Chris. So Professor Nubong, you can...
And we have a... Okay. Professor Nubong, are you there? Okay, if Professor Nubong is already...
can just read the question, right? Herman, can you just read the question if he's not there to save time?
Sure. He says, Mr. President, what is your vision for the people of Southern Cameroon to manage their specificity as Anglophones and Southern Cameroonians that came with the Union? Would you be prepared to support the restoration of parliamentary democracy with regional parliament headed by a prime minister in Southern Cameroon, as was in the case in 1961 to 1965?
Well, why not? The problem, we have to commit experts. They will study, they will analyze. Consultation nationwide has to be taking place in order to enlighten us. If it is necessary to have this and that, you see, nothing can last forever. I am here today, President-elect of Cameroon, leader of this nation, but I will not last forever. I don't know the time that the Lord gave me to spend on earth. During that period of time, I have to do what I have to do. So let us put in place our federalism. Let us put it in place. In this federalism, we will find the solution that we are dreaming of. But in case this is not the case, you will find an alternative solution to what you have in mind. Constitution. Let us have our brothers and sisters who bachelor, who are very well educated in this domain. They will enlighten us. I'm going to recruit experts all over the world in order to shed light on what we are doing, to share their own experience, and we will draw the right conclusion after consultation with all of them.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Ewan.
Yes, Miss Ewan, the floor is yours. Unmute yourself.
You can unmute yourself.
Okay, she did.
Cool. Good afternoon, Your Excellency. Good afternoon, everybody. Ms. Lina Wang, based in the United States, coordinator. I was humbled to be nominated by you, and thank you so much for choosing me among many Cameroonians. So, for my question, a lot of Cameroonians are saying that why is Mr. Tchiroma in Gambia? Some of us, we know how what you went through to find yourself in Gambia. We know you did not abandon the fight. So my question today is, what will you tell those Cameroonians who are asking that question? Because even if we are giving explanation, they don't believe that you went, like, they feel like you abandoned the fight. What can you tell them? Because many of them are connected, or they will be following this recording later on. What message can you give to them? Thank you. And thank you to Mr. Ben who is here. Thank you.
I am in good health, very well protected, 24 hours, 7 days a week, open-minded, listening what is taking place at home. You see, the only thing that I can tell you, if I were at home, if I remain at home, remember, dear, please, before the election, Mr. Biya sent the DGRE to come and inform me that he's going to arrest me, as he arrested Marafa. He arrested Atangana Mibara. He arrested Mbungo. I claim to be strong. I'm not as strong as they are. Whatever I do, he will arrest me first. And after 2 months of privation of medicine, I will die. I recorded this message and I air it, because in case he arrests me and kill me, this is a premeditation. The reason why this message, I recorded it and broadcast it. I am very much pleased today to be alive. I might have been killed. And even if they did not kill me, this fight would already have come to an end. Because when you are a pistol on your jaw, or silence in one way or other, the fight is finished. The fight is finished. Today I'm fighting, and I am winning this battle, because this is the battle that I must win, because this is not my battle. This is the battle of the people. I am just the representative of the people. I have the will, the commitment, the trust, and whatever is necessary to be successful. They want to know why I am in Gambia. This is not their problem. How did I manage to be here? It is irrelevant. It is really irrelevant. Let them understand that I am in good health, ready to deliver, ready to fight, and this is what I am doing. I am a fighter. I was born a fighter, and this is not my fight. This is the fight of the people, and I am telling the people, you can count on me, and I count on you. Time is coming, maybe tomorrow, maybe after tomorrow, maybe in a week. I don't know exactly, but my commitment is to be in immersion with the people and to let the people be at the helm of their own nation, to take their destiny into their own hand. Time will come when I decide, when all conditions are set, this is what is going to take place within a short period of time. Can't you see, ladies and gentlemen, that our country is brought to a standstill? Can't you see that nothing is operational in our country? After 9 or 10 months of the presidential election, no government, nothing. And even the nation is bankrupt. The vessel that we call republic is about to collapse, to capsize. It is about to. And this is not my reading. This is the reading of all experts. The state is in bankruptcy.
Dr. Chris is next.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. It's so nice to see you. And we're all really pleased to know that you're in good health. I want to thank you so much for the respect that you've always had towards our people. We saw that in your commitment to attend this town hall and to engage with our fellow compatriots in the diaspora, but also around the world, including back home. As the moderator said, this program is being streamed live on multiple platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and many others. So you're being listened to, not just by diaspora members from Southern Cameroon, diaspora members from all of Cameroon across the globe, but also from our 30+ million compatriots back home. Many of us were very pleased with your efforts in 2025. We saw how you campaigned in Bamenda, in Boya, in Limbe, and we were very struck when you went to Bamenda and you openly said you wanted to apologize to our people for the destruction, the atrocities, the killings that they had succumbed or that had been imposed on them for, at the time, 8 years, now going to 9 years of conflict. That was very heartwarming. And what you've said today about the fact that your openness, first to free political prisoners and to sit down with experts across the board to listen to them and find a new path forward, is very promising. As some of the speakers have said, it gives a lot of hope. And so my question for you is, now that we're on the eve of change, what message can you deliver to Cameroonians back home and around the world for what to expect in the days ahead, because they're eager to see you return and assume your rightful position as came out of the ballot box in October 2025? And then, will you instruct your team to set up a permanent line of conversation and communication with this platform so that some of the issues that have been raised can then be discussed and studied and documented, so that when you get into office and you're sworn in, these issues can be channeled to you properly at a time when you have the latitude to be able to make decisions and see them implemented. But Your Excellency, it's such a pleasure to see you, and thank you for making the time to come talk to us and to our fellow compatriots about your hopes and expectations for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor. I am the one of the most happiest men on earth today, because I am at the service of the people. At my age, the Lord gave me the opportunity to be who I am. This is the purpose of all politicians. My political career has been crowned by the Lord to be make me the servant of our nation. I am here to serve the nation. You see, in my reign, there will be no corruption. There will be no corruption. Before I enter into the office, I will abide by the Article 66 of our Constitution. You have to know who is Tchiroma. So, being so proud and grateful to the Lord who gave me the opportunity to be what I am today, my fellow compatriot will be very much pleased with me, because my experience, I spent time in prison, more than 6 years. I might have been killed there many times. I have been the founding father of the coordination, the Frondi, led Frondi, and other, Ebo and other. I have been one of the founding father of coordination of political party. I was involved in all the political fight in my life, because I was born a fighter to protect justice. Caring and sharing, this is my philosophy. So, as far as those who do not know exactly what I am doing, I have many teams. I have an expert, a renowned expert. We are capable of starting the next day of our arrival in power. I have already a team which is working. I have a team. Let all Cameroonians know that we are ready. We are ready. We are ready. So, I would like to thank you for this marvelous question. Permanent line, yes, I have an expert. A while ago, I listened to Abdulaziz, one of the experts, and have many lecturers of university. There are many of them who are ready to supplement, who are ready to give me the necessary support in case I am not enlightened, in case I don't have enough instrument which enable me to penetrate, to decode, to decipher the situation. I have the necessary expertise. But as you know, the leader is not somebody who knows everything. No. The leader is somebody who's capable of identifying the expert, the expertise, and make a good use of them in a most appropriate manner. This is the spirit which is animating us. This is the advice that I receive from all my advisors, and I am very much delighted and pleased. This question, let them forward them to me. In case I didn't properly answer, my expert will examine. If there are some aspects that deserve to be brought to my knowledge with a specification, they are going to doing it. But I am ready.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency.
So, Mr. Pafrung Kimbang, you have the floor. Ask Your Excellency.
Thank you very much. I thank God, Your Excellency, for your good health and your good spirit. My name is Fru Kimbang, coming to you from Boston, host of African Hour since 2000. Your Excellency, I have listened to you and your wonderful introductory speech. You have mentioned several times federalism. Could you please, in your opinion, tell us what kind of federalism you envision for Cameroon? Thank you, sir, and God bless you.
Thank you. There is one form of federalism I will accept and adopt. The federalism which brings together all Cameroonians from wherever they are. The federalism which will enable me to rescue those who are in problem. the federalism which will enable all Cameroonians to feel at home, to be ready, to be committed, to be involved in the process of the making of the nation. That reason why I say I'm a politician. I'm a politician. I'm not an expert in the domain of judiciary, but I am a politician. I will commit the expert. You, where you are in United States, wherever there are experts, my team, take the issue to my team in order to enlighten me. The kind of federalism I want is the most humane federalism, which give equal chance, equal opportunity. The son of a soldier, the son of agriculture, of a farmer, must have the possibility to become head of state, to become minister, to become expert in any other areas. We are human beings. Let us celebrate what we are, because all of us, we are the son and daughter of the same creator. If this is your spirit, if this is your mind, nothing can bother you. You see, the privilege that I do have, the wealth, yes, it is good, but it has never disturbed me otherwise. You see, that reason why I say when I am in office, do what you want, but don't touch what belongs to the people. The protection is there. I will put enough deterrent to prevent, to discourage, to prevent people from wronging himself to touch what is forbidden.
Okay, a follow-up, Your Excellency. Is it the kind of federalism of assimilation or the kind of federalism of maintaining individual identity and moving for us to move together as a whole?
You see, I am open, as you said in English, open and minded. The expert will tell me what is the best for Cameroonian. The expert brainstorming the question, sitting around the table and discuss, because we have to prepare the heritage that we are going to hand over to our daughters and so on to the next generation. Let us not put them at the tight corner. Let us be open. Let us be generous. Let us look forward to the future. You see, today you are marvelous, you are rich, tomorrow you will be poor. Yesterday you were poor, tomorrow you will be rich. This is how life operates. When you have this in mind, nothing can bother you. You see, you are free. Let us be free and let the expert enlighten us to tell us where lies the best. And we always choose the best for my people.
Thank you.
Thank you. We would take some questions. Okay, somebody, okay. Go ahead, Mr. Unmute yourself, Mr. Mfo. Yeah, unmute yourself. Can you hear?
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Good evening, His Excellency Issa Tchiroma. Also feel touched for engaging with your people and with the Southern Cameroon. I wish to ask you if you recognize the boundaries between the boundary stones between Southern Cameroon and the French-speaking Cameroon. That's my first question. Secondly, the type of federation that our previous colleague asked, is it 10-state federation or a federation between Southern Cameroon and the French-speaking Cameroon? Then my last question is, if you recognize us as being Cameroonian as a whole, during the rise in 2016 that you apologize for. The type of killing that took place, burning villages all over southern Cameroon, killing our people. And when you lose the election, you won the election, Obia, as you said, you ran away, which I really appreciate, save your life first. Nobody wants to lose souls. We know how strong they are. It's not only the capitalism of the world, not only them that are fighting Cameroon as a whole and us. Now, why was the same that act of burning villages didn't take place during the time that you won that election, but they did that to southern Cameroon? I hear.
You see, when they proclaimed the result of the election, I was threatened. When I was in my house in Garwa, I was threatened. Many informers, people of the service, were surrounding my house to know comes in and go out. It was impossible to know what is taking place because I knew, as a Bia warned me, that if he arrests me, will jail me or kill me. I was very much cautious, very much prudent, not to expose myself uselessly. And when the threat became imminent, and I understood that if I stay at home 15 minutes more, something may happen. The Lord, I can't tell you exactly what happened and how it happened. I can tell you that the Lord protected me. The Lord protected me. And there is an issue. Why haven't there been the burning, the killing? I don't know. This is not Tchiroma who can answer this question. The bandit, the gangster, those who are at the helm today, those who are illegitimate and illegal, who are exercising wrongly power, who are abusing and killing people. Raise the question to them, not me. I am a victim. I'm a victim. And I will never allow what happened to me, what happened to you, happen again. Because this is the wound. It has created a wound very, very difficult to heal. See? So when I am in the office, we have to organize maybe many ceremonies, truth and reconciliation as the other country did it, in order to listen, in order to understand what wrong were committed by who, and in order to apologize, in order to discourse, to forgive, to understand, to forgive each other, in order to move forward. Because all of us, either we like it or not, we are obliged, we are condemned to live together. This being the case, then why to be enemy to each other as we are condemned to live together? So we have to organize ourselves, and make it possible that your right is protected. Let you be poor, let you be rich, no matter who you are, you have to have the possibility to protect your right and to enjoy your right. And the administration has the right to enable you to enjoy your right.
Thank you, Your Excellency. It looks like we are running out of time. I would plead with you to take just one more question. We have a lot of questions, and I think that's why Dr. Chris Fomunio was alluding to you to instruct your team to keep communication lines open so we could forward to you concerns of the people. Why don't we just ask Secretary, with your permission, Dr. Charles Agbo had asked to speak before we started. Could we just give him the last chance and apologize to other hands that are up? Then we would continue through communication channels with His Excellency. Dr. Charles Agbo, are you there? Dr. Agbo, unmute yourself. Your camera is on, but your microphone is off. Let me ask him to unmute.
Yes, this
Dr.
is Info.
Yes. Okay. Yes, I'm on now. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity, and thank you, Your Excellency, for your bravery. First of all, because it is not easy to stand against a rogue regime, and I will thank you for that. But my first question to you is that: do you agree that the union between Southern Cameroon and La Republic of Cameroon has failed, and that we have seen this failure in the thousands of our people in prison, in the thousands killed, and in the hundreds of villages burned? Now, that's the first question. The second question, so do you also agree that between, in effect, what I want to say is that Southern Cameroonians don't need anyone to give them anything. Southern Cameroonians want to give to themselves what they deserve, because only us, only we can give to ourselves what we need, what we want. Now, colonization construct new identities. Okay, colonization construct new identities, and these identities are not superficial; they are deep, they are systemic. For example, your country, the Republic of Cameroon, is a centralized state, whereas us, Southern Cameroonians, we have a decentralized structure. Now, how are we going to resolve these things? Bearing in mind that at least we want a rational person to be on the other side of the table. That's why we are supporting you, because we don't want to deal with rogues. We want someone who is rational, who can understand issues. So how are you going to deal with these issues? Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very tiny issue, but I don't know the reason why you want me to express my opinion in a problem which will no longer exist so soon as I arrive in power in the day or months to come. Why would you like me to spend time? I am not the author of this problem, but I inherited the problem. I will not escape them. We have to thoroughly and deeply look into it in order to find the right solution. I'm not the maker of this, but I inherited. There is a lot of jaundice. There is a lot of hatred. There is a lot of aversion. I understand. But only forgiveness can help us accept each other, to live with each other, to tolerate, to pardon, and to turn the page. I don't say to forget, no, to keep in mind, but to transcend and to move forward. You see, let me spend my time with the expert. All those questions that you have mentioned should be brought onto the to the table. They have to be brought to the knowledge of those who tomorrow will help us address and solve the problem. Understand what I mean? No issue will be taboo. People have been killed. Farmers have been destroyed. Farms have been destroyed. All those problems have to be brought to the knowledge. We have to bring them to surface in order to spiritually, morally, psychologically, in order to allay the burden which is crushing us. The way that you raise this issue indicate that up until now you are suffering. You are suffering in your mind, in your heart, in your soul. You are suffering. But we have to exorcise. I don't know how you say it in
exorcised. That's the same thing, right?
Yeah, we have to do this. We have to do this. Let us not die with hatred. No. You have been victimized. You suffered. They kill brothers, sister, family. They destroy property. This is enshrined in your soul, in your mind. But it becomes a burden that you are carrying every day. It must never be a burden that prevents you from enjoying the moment, the instant that God gave you to be a good use of it. You see, I'm not giving you a lesson, not at all. I'm not here to lecture, not at all. I apologize. I wouldn't like this to be your understanding, but in my capacity as a leader, as somebody who has suffered, I have suffered in my life. You cannot imagine I've suffered. But from that, I draw a lesson. I draw a lesson to forgive and to move forward, but to protect yourself, but to take any preventive measure to prevent this from reoccurring, to prevent this from happening again. It happened, we have to draw a lesson, and take any meaningful decision, related decision, in order to avoid the repetition, and in order to make on transcend. We have to be greater than the problem that is okay. We have to be stronger. We have to elevate our soul to forgive and to move forward. And we have to take all measures to prevent this forever to come back again.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I said that would be the last question, but I think I lied. We have a chief, one of our chiefs in our midst, and he wants to ask you a question. And out of respect for our institutions, please indulge us and let Chief Luma ask you his question. Chief Luma, can you unmute yourself? And that will be the last question, and then we'll round up. Chief Luma, are you there?
He's still muted. Has somebody, Herman, have you asked Chief Luma to unmute? All right, I think we've asked him to unmute. Chief Luma, if you can unmute yourself, you do so. The Secretariat has asked you to unmute. Okay, well.
There's something wrong with me. I don't have enough knowledge to come back to where I were.
No.
Your Excellency, you're fine. You are fine, and Chief Luma is also fine.
Yep. Chief Luma, go ahead. Ask Your Excellency your question, so we can.
Can you see me?
Yes. Yes, His Excellency. Yeah, we can see you. Okay. You're fine. Chief Luma is still on mute, still muted. I don't know, but if he can,
yes,
press the unmute button. Press the microphone button on your phone so you can unmute yourself.
You mean me?
No, His Excellency, Chief Luma.
Okay.
Chief Luma, can you unmute?
Yes, okay. I did.
Yeah, okay, great.
Okay. Thank you, Your Excellency. I am so infatuated, and I'm so happy with the fact that you have really proven yourself a total Cameroonian, very bilingual. That's my first impression. And I will go straight to my question. The first question I want to ask you is this, that like some who started, we said that from 1961, we came as two entities. We're two states that came together as two entities. And it was agreed that, maybe I want to tell you what I want to remind you something so that you will know that I'm talking also from a foundation that is real. I would say I'm about your age. Me and you are maybe age mates. I want you to know that. So what I'm saying, I'm not guessing. I'm saying what I know. It was agreed that because we came as two entities, that's why we went into West Cameroon and East Cameroon. And the understanding was that the helm of the state will have to rotate, where we have a French-speaking president. After the term of office will come an English-speaking president. That is the first question. The second question is, following what we are all saying, should we go into the federation? Are you going to allow us, of the Southern Cameroonians, to maintain our tradition in education, in law, that we practice what we were groomed, we came up with, so that we move smoothly, just as it was in those good old days of West Cameroon and East Cameroon? I agree that you have somebody asked the other question, where as West Cameroon we will have our own House of Assembly, we will have our Prime Minister, will have. You say that one is no problem, so I'm not going back to it. Lastly, we know that we have, if we actually are decolonized, we have been decolonized. Are you going to stand firm to see that we run our affairs without any external influence from our colonial masters? Because we, the English people, have hands up from us. We don't have any problem. They have never interfered with our. That's why we have we are with them in the Commonwealth. Is it going to be the same, that the French will leave us on our own with your administration, with you being there? I know it's a difficult question, but it must be asked. Thank you, my brothers.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, Your Excellency, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you.
But we cannot see you.
But this is the problem. It is unfortunate that in this new technology, I am sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I am not smart enough. That's this issue. You see, I am an engineer by training. I'm engineer by training. But now I am completely outdated, But I don't spend time to learn. You see, I have other issue more important and urgent to address. So you raise a very important question. We are about to put in place a federation suitable to many things: our tradition, the community of our destiny, and all those problems. As I already said, this is not the problem that I can answer you right now. But my responsibility is to see to it that you are happy to be what you are in the new state that we are going to be together. It is almost impossible to please all the people all the time. But the minimum indispensable to enable each other to entertain himself, to feel free himself, to feel part of this great nation himself. This is the philosophy, this is the mindset that will inspire me, will enable me. You traditional, you know I am Tchiroma. I am a notable. Tchiroma is not a name, as you know, it is a title. I am a Tchiroma. You see, I will privilege the tradition. I'm going to doing it. You have to have the necessary prestige. I can see how traditional rulers are in Nigeria, for example. I can see. Very impressive, very important. Why not to copy what is good somewhere if it does not jeopardize or endanger the fundamental aspect of the existence? Let us go around, visit other countries. How are they living with their tradition? What kind of innovation? What kind of concession? Whatever does not contradict the law, whatever cannot prevent our nation from moving forward will be adopted. But once again, the expert, and among the experts, the traditional rulers. I will rehabilitate, I will promote the function, the responsibility of traditional ruler. I am more notable. I am Tchiroma in our tradition, Garwa, and I will make a good use of my position. You have to use my position as a leverage to promote our tradition with regard to modernity, with regard to law and constitution.
Thank you, Your Excellency. As we round up, I would like to call on Mike to summarize for our French-speaking Francophone brothers and sisters who want to get an idea of what has been discussed during this town hall. If Mike is there, unmute yourself. Mike?
Yes, it's good to be with President-elect Tchiroma on this call today.
No, Mike. I'm talking about Mike of President Tchiroma's team.
So,
Mike.
Yes. Yes.
Andre is there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm always here, Michael, because.
Okay. Okay, Amon, you can go ahead.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Yes, Amon, go ahead.
Yes, thank you so much. So I will summarize in French, and thanks everyone for their question. Le président Issa Tchiroma s'est entretenu de façon exercée, approfondie et solennelle avec ses compatriotes du Southern Cameroun à l'invitation d'une organisation qui a établi une tradition d'échange à travers le Town Hall. Cet après-midi, 3 principaux points ont été abordés par le président Issa Tchiroma. Le premier point a concerné la question essentielle de la restauration du pouvoir du président élu à la suite de l'élection présidentielle du 12 octobre 2025 au Cameroun. À partir de
Oh non.
À partir de cela, le président Issa Tchiroma a exprimé un engagement solennel. Il a maintenu l'engagement qu'il a rappelé de façon circonstanciée, de façon aboutie et de façon déterminée depuis quelques mois à travers ces messages d'appel à la diaspora, d'appel à la nation, d'appel aux forces de défense et de sécurité, afin qu'une mobilisation de tous les instants soit celle des citoyens camerounais pour le rétablissement de la vérité des yeux. Ensuite, le président Issa Tchiroma s'est exprimé à travers les réponses aux questions sur des points cruciaux. Le premier concerne les premières mesures qu'il prendrait en tant que président de la République du Cameroun une fois son pouvoir rétabli. La première mesure serait le rétablissement du fédéralisme dans notre pays. Notre pays a connu le fédéralisme de 1961 à 1972 et cette période a été une période d'expérimentation des formes de gouvernance, des formes de décentralisation, des formes d'administration autonome par les populations à la base de leurs propres affaires. Et à partir de cela, le président Issa Tchiroma s'est engagé pour que des experts, un collège d'experts élargi à l'ensemble des forces vives de la nation, parmi la diaspora également, puissent plancher sur les différentes options qui seront sur la table concernant la forme de l'État au Cameroun, qui n'est plus, pour sa part, une question taboue. En se rendant à Bamenda, en se rendant dans le nord-ouest sud-ouest, à l'entame de la campagne pour l'élection présidentielle, il s'était engagé en reconnaissant à la fois ses erreurs
Mr. Moderator, we're having trouble again with our guest. If you can just let him know, so probably if he doesn't move, then probably press can be posted.
I'm on. Oh my God.
Let him turn off his camera and just go by audio. It might work.
Yes. I'm on. Turn off your camera. Your bandwidth is not enough. I'm on. If you can hear us, turn off your camera. It's literally freezing. Okay, that's unfortunate. If Mr. Chinje is here, maybe he can summarize that. Mr. Eric Chinje. Okay, unfortunately, he's not here. So I would apologize to the many hands and people who have come out here for this town hall meeting, the first of His Excellency. Your Excellency.
I think that Mr. Chinje is here. We should try to.
Eric is here. Maybe we.
Oh, he's here. Okay,
he's unmuted now. He can come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Please turn on your camera if you can.
Yes, his camera is on. Secretary, could you pin Mr. Chinje?
Yeah, spotlight him. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. And now I think the essential statements that the president made. Am I supposed to say this in English or in French?
English.
Oh, okay.
I think Amon said it in French, so it will really be nice for you to capture it in English as well, right? I mean, and if you after that, you are the journalist, you can decide what you want to do. That
okay. No. Let me just say that quickly. Then I mean, I maybe the president has left already, but the essence of what he was saying was one: we have to figure out together how we live together, and he's willing to open up that discussion. We must have it. And we get into a form of federalism where everybody finds where the critical mass, where the majority of Cameroonians can agree to live by the new rules. Something fundamental has to change. I've seen questions about will the French and allow us to do what we have to. That will be past history. I think President Tchiroma, I don't know if he's still there, but I talked enough with him to know.
I am here. Can you hear me?
Yes, Your Excellency.
Okay, I am there.
Yes. He's very clear about this. We will move into a new dispensation, political dispensation, where every Cameroonian will be given a chance to contribute and to feel at home. If we don't feel at home, he recognizes all the problems that have happened, all the deaths, all the pain, all the suffering, the farms that have been destroyed, the villages destroyed. There's a lot to complain about and not move forward. But he is making a statement clearly. He will create the circumstances where we can all come together. Not we can express regrets, but we look forward to make Cameroon a better place. We are condemned to live together in that geography. We are. We are in that triangle. How do we fix it so that every child, I've heard him even use those words, every child and the children of our children, how do we fix it so that everybody can have their piece of that cake? No longer, he keeps talking about, himself. We talk about the declaration of assets. He's talked about that. You know who Tchiroma is on day one. I want to use this opportunity, now that he is here, I want to use this opportunity to tell you about the man I know. And it's important. In 2003, in the lead up to the elections in 2004, Mr. Tchiroma was the loudest voice from the Grand Nord, what was called the Grand Nord. What at the time included Garoua, which is today the North, Ngaoundéré, which is today Adamawa, and Marwa, which is today l'extrême Nord, far North. He was the main voice. I came to Cameroon and I was reading all these things that he had been writing. And I wanted to know who this man was, so I went and I saw him. I was in his house. And then the discussion now turned to the opposition needs to come up with a single candidate. We discussed it. I went, and it turned out the leaders of the opposition at the time were, there was him, there was me, John Frundi, there was Ndamjoya, and a host of other people, Bidzigie, whom I met in his house all the time. And I went to, they were talking, but they couldn't come together. Ndamjoya was very hesitant about Tchiroma. Tchiroma didn't even want to hear about Ndamjoya. Frundi was the same. He was having his doubts. But then they eventually agreed to sit together and speak. They eventually agreed in 2004 to sit together and speak. And Mr. Tchiroma, who was very politically attuned, came up with a plan to find that single candidate. You have all these people who want to be presidents, but how do we eventually find that one candidate? They came up with a plan. They all agreed to that plan. And they started electing based on the plan until he himself, who could have, he had a big constituency, but he was willing to stand back and to let that process go. It eventually came down to two people, Ndamjoya and Frundi. And then there was the final vote. And in that final vote, Ndamjoya, whom Mr. Tchiroma had told me is a hypocrite, he doesn't like him, but he was the one who went to Ndamjoya and brought him into the thing, and went to Frundi, brought him in, went to the others, brought them in. When it eventually came down to those two people, Ndamjoya and Frundi, at the last election, Ndamjoya was selected. Listen, guys, Ndamjoya was selected. And I was in the United States. I called me John Frundi, and he told me, no, he cannot accept that. He said he cannot accept that. And then, of course, Ndamjoya says, if Frundi is not coming along, this is not going to work. So that effort to have a single candidate collapsed. This is the truth. And when I spoke to Mr. Tchiroma after that, he told me, this opposition is not going to save Cameroon. And it is after that that he opened up to discussing with the government and eventually joined the government. I can tell you from the deepest parts of my heart, I came to respect Mr. Tchiroma based on what he did, how he brought them together, how he pulled himself out. And when he saw that it had failed, the opposition was not going to save Cameroon, he thought, instead of wasting his life, let him work with this government. And of course, we saw what happened, the difficulties. So I say this so that we know who the man is. He's a man of principle. He's a man who loves the country like everybody does, but is willing to even give up his own interests for the sake of the country. And this is the first time I'm saying this in his presence. But, I've said it on other platforms, and it is the truth. And that's what's going to save us as a nation. Truth will save Cameroon as a nation. And every one of you, and too many of you, are driven by self-interest. But please, when it comes to Cameroon, let us allow what works, what is truth, to drive us. And we will find happiness. We will build a nation that the world will come and see. And I think, as we all say, it has to be federalism where there's autonomy, where the power, as John Frundi used to say, is with the people. so that power leads from the ground up and not from the up down. That's the problem we have in Cameroon. And I think that's what Mr. Tchiroma is telling us. I will come down to the level of the people. I will let that power grow from them. I will listen to them. So I don't know. I'm not a spokesperson here, but let me just, that's what I thought I should say. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that eloquent
Yes,
introduction.
Mr. Moderator.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much, Eric. I am going to break protocol, His Excellency, and ask, we were done with questions, but a very important question has come in that I will pose to you from the Secretariat, and we just confirm. This comes from one of the fighting groups on the ground, popularly known as Amber Boys. And so I think I have a question. And the question is, do you have a plan to integrate or rehabilitate the Southern Cameroon fighters, those popularly known as Amber Boys, should you take power as president? And what is that plan?
Well, thank you for raising this fundamental issue, this very important question. I think that on a daily basis, we aggress and we offend the rule and the law put in place by the Lord himself. Then he forgives us, provided that we do not repeat the mistake that we have committed. Amber Boys, they are Cameroonian. They are Cameroonian. I can never and will never reject any Cameroonian. But I said one thing. Such a problem has already taken place somewhere in the world. Let us learn and see how did they solve the problem. No Cameroonian will be put aside because any past action or activity. No Cameroonian. This is my commitment. If you are not capable of forgiving, you are not worthy of coming and work with President Tchiroma. Amber Boys, I don't know what exactly had taken place. We have to be sincere with ourselves, be open-minded, and give the opportunity to those who committed wrong to redeem themselves, to rehabilitate themselves, and to be integrated in the society. Because what are you going to do with them? If they have committed something wrong, something detestable, but what are you going to do with them? It is already done. Now, I will put in place a commission, Truth and Reconciliation, to understand exactly what has taken place. Okay, we discover what has taken place. If apology is necessary, we are going to apologize. What part will be the one of the state in the compensation in this and that? We are going to see. But Amber Boy, they are Cameroonian. No matter what they committed, they are Cameroonian. We are not going to throw them into bush. No, not at all. Let Amber Boy realize that at the given time of their existence, they committed something which is wrong. The new Cameroon will welcome, including those who at any given time for their life, in their life, for one reason or other, happen to commit something which is wrong. But if you commit something wrong, you apologize. You excuse what you did because it is wrong. Because if not, what are you going to do with Amber Boy? I will not sacrifice Amber Boy. They are Cameroonian, but we have to find means and way to address this issue because many people may find themselves offended. They may be tortured. They saw their relative being killed. Something, yeah. During the war, it is possible. It happened in war, in period of war. They might be utilized as a tool, as device that war leader from from somewhere else, use them to solve their own problem. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So as far as the Amber Boys are concerned, no, we have to find common solution. I will not impose, but me, I say, we have to be capable of understanding, forgiving, and move forward. This is my position.
Thank you, Your Excellency. I think Amon is back. Amon would finish what he was summarizing in French, and then we would wrap up so His Excellency can take care of other business. Amon, are you there? Amon, unmute yourself.
Yes, yes, okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Ok, thank you so much. Oui, j'ai abordé les deux points qui ont été à l'ordre du jour cet après-midi à la suite de l'intervention du président élu. Le troisième point concernait, et il vient de l'aborder, les questions de réconciliation nationale. Il s'est exprimé avec beaucoup d'emphase sur les questions de réconciliation nationale, concernant la question des Ambaboy, il en a parlé, concernant le fait et la nécessité qu'il y avait pour les Camerounais de ne pas sombrer dans la haine, concernant le fait qu'il fallait que notre pays puisse franchir ce pas, franchir ce cap, afin qu'effectivement une réconciliation nationale puisse amener une nouvelle cohésion au Cameroun. Et il a réitéré son engagement concernant la question fédérale, il a réitéré son engagement concernant la question de la forme de l'État, à mettre en place un comité d'experts, un groupe d'experts pour que la meilleure forme de fédéralisme possible, la meilleure forme de fédéralisme qui favorise le développement à la base, qui favorise l'épanouissement des Camerounais, puisse être insisté. Voilà en quelques points résumés, le propos du président élu Issa Tchiroma cet après-midi dans le cadre du temps pour. Je vais donc passer la parole au président élu pour ses dernières conclusions.
Your Excellency, you have the floor.
Yes, bien. As I spoke long in English, allow me in 2 minutes to conclude in French. Je suis très heureux, je suis très content de me retrouver parmi mes frères et sœurs de la zone anglophone. Je peux vous dire une chose aujourd'hui, vraiment, et je le dis sincèrement, la langue que j'aime le plus, c'est l'anglais. Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yes.
Okay. I was saying that la langue que je préfère aujourd'hui, c'est l'anglais. Pourquoi? Parce que j'ai appris l'anglais dans des conditions extrêmement difficiles de mon existence. J'ai fait toutes mes études en France où je suis resté 8 ans pour faire plusieurs écoles. Mais quand je suis rentré au Cameroun, je ne savais pas dire un seul traître mot en anglais. Mais comme la politique est mon métier et que je ne parlais pas anglais, mon créateur m'a donné l'opportunité d'être en prison. Oui, c'est curieux, mais c'est comme ça. Dans la douleur, dans la souffrance, j'ai décidé de mettre à profit mon séjour en prison pour apprendre à parler l'anglais. Alors, j'ai passé donc beaucoup de temps, j'étais alone parce que nous étions en quarantaine. Quand on est prisonnier politique, évidemment, on est coupé du reste du monde. On n'avait pas de professeur. Je le faisais tout seul. Bref, aujourd'hui, l'anglais, c'est la langue que j'aime le plus. Et je ferai tout pour polir, pour mieux comprendre cette langue, pour être en mesure de m'exprimer autant que je le fais en français. J'essaye déjà, mais il y a encore du chemin à faire. Alors, je dis donc une fois de plus, nous, Camerounais, nous devons comprendre une chose. Il y a une menace existentielle qui pèse sur nous. Biya veut étouffer la volonté du peuple. Biya veut réduire la volonté du peuple au silence. C'est une menace existentielle. Aucun Camerounais ne devait accepter que ce monsieur-là bafouille la volonté d'un peuple. Le peuple camerounais, c'est 30 millions de Camerounais. J'ai aujourd'hui une armée de 30 millions de Camerounais qui sont prêts à en découdre. parce que sa volonté doit être respectée. M. Biya doit comprendre que la volonté du peuple, c'est sacré et c'est saint. Et la désacralisation de la volonté du peuple a un coût. Et si telle était sa volonté, il faut absolument qu'il se prépare donc à payer ce prix. Le peuple a décidé et son choix doit être respecté. C'est la volonté du peuple. Aussi longtemps que je serai vivant, aussi longtemps que j'aurai cette force-là, j'ai dit je me battrai. Je me battrai non seulement pour que triomphe la volonté du peuple, ça, il n'y a rien à faire. Les jours à venir, peut-être les mois à venir, tel sera le cas, n'est-ce pas? Parce que le peuple camerounais, au sein duquel je suis ici et avec lequel je suis en immersion, ce peuple-là, je l'écoute. J'écoute le battement de son cœur. Et parce que, à mon âge, c'est ce qui me reste à faire, c'est-à-dire apporter le maximum que je peux le temps que j'aurai encore la possibilité de vivre. Je suis très heureux d'avoir pris part à cette émission. On a dit beaucoup de choses, mais je répète, qu'on soit anglophone, qu'on soit francophone, il y a une menace terrible. Biya veut étouffer la volonté du peuple. Je l'ai battu à près de vraiment presque 80%. Ça, il faut qu'ils comprennent que le monde a changé. On n'acceptera jamais que son fils lui succède. On n'acceptera jamais qu'il désigne quelqu'un d'autre que celui de la volonté du peuple. Il ne faut pas qu'il se leurre. Il ne faut pas qu'il se trompe. La volonté du peuple triomphe, la volonté du peuple triomphera. Et que le peuple soit prêt donc à assumer cela. Moi, mon armée, c'est le peuple. Évidemment, naturellement, lorsqu'un peuple est opprimé, et comme c'est le cas du peuple camerounais, toutes les institutions internationales donnent au peuple la possibilité de choisir le meilleur instrument pour se libérer. Pour l'instant, je voudrais que ce soit la volonté populaire, mais nous n'excluons aucune possibilité. Si d'aventure, M. Biya, heureusement, ça n'arrivera pas, parce que plus de 70% des Camerounais ont voté, de l'armée ont voté pour moi, et aujourd'hui, j'apprends qu'il y a encore beaucoup d'hommes en tenue, beaucoup même des gradés également aujourd'hui me soutiennent dans cette quête. C'est simple, c'est normal, c'est la volonté du peuple. La volonté du peuple est une loi absolue. Personne ne doit y déroger. Et quiconque se met au travers de la volonté du peuple en récoltera les conséquences. Quiconque se met au travers de la volonté du peuple en récoltera des conséquences. Je vous remercie infiniment de m'avoir donné cette opportunité, mais je voudrais aujourd'hui, il n'y a pas de francophone, il n'y a pas d'anglophone lorsque la volonté du peuple est l'enjeu d'une bataille. Et c'est le cas aujourd'hui. La volonté du peuple est l'enjeu de la bataille. Nous n'accepterons jamais qu'il y ait une transition clanique ou dynastique. Pas plus que nous n'accepterons que quelqu'un qui n'est pas élu de la volonté du peuple soit désigné pour lui succéder. Il se trompe. Nous n'accepterons jamais et nous dirons au peuple, nous dirons à nos forces de défense et de sécurité de se mettre en tenue civile ou en tenue même militaire non armée pour se joindre à notre combat pour qu'on libère notre nation. Le principal objectif que nous devons améter aujourd'hui, c'est de libérer notre nation de l'occupation aujourd'hui de la mafia, des gangsters qui ont pillé, qui ont martyrisé, qui ont assassiné. Le moment est venu pour le peuple aujourd'hui de se sentir peuple et de se préparer à prendre son destin. Voilà ce que j'ai à vous dire une fois de plus. Merci de m'avoir donné cette opportunité. Je vous remercie. I'm very much grateful for having had this opportunity. Today, I played the game. Tomorrow, I will be ready to do it for as long as you will feel the need, the necessity to get me involved in such a marvelous and wonderful process. Thank you very much. May the Lord protect ourselves. May the Lord bless our nation, protect our nation, our people. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. And sorry. Oh, sorry, I thought someone said, no, thank you very much, Your Excellency. As we bring this 95th session of the Southern Cameroon's International Town Hall to an end, I wish on behalf of the Secretariat and the organizing team to thank Your Excellency sincerely and our distinguished guests for accepting this invitation. Today's engagement has reaffirmed the importance of dialogue as a pathway to understanding. We have listened, reflected, and exchanged views on matters that touch deeply on our collective history, our present realities, and our aspirations for the future. We extend our gratitude to all participants, and in the days ahead, the Southern Cameroon's International Town Hall will continue consultations with relevant stakeholders and members of our community to develop principles and frameworks for broader inclusive discussions. Again, on behalf of all Southern Cameroonians and the people in back home and in the diaspora, we say thank you, Your Excellency. This platform is your platform. You're welcome anytime. Just let us know, and we would organize more sessions like this. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Thank you. May the Lord bless you.
Amen.
And you be successful in this marvelous undertaking. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Amen.
Thank you. Merci.